whole universe, whole creation is a program. Like in graphic design, and I'm not master, obviously you saw the slides, but just as a metaphor here, when you create something, you may start with little piece, and then instead of trying to recreate each piece individually, you just multiply it, sacred geometry, right? That seed of our creators was laid out, and now it's just multiplied. And the same with all our scenarios. So it starts spinning, and it keeps multiplying through all the levels: personal, family, lineage, whole nation, global, galaxy, like the universal galaxy, and past, present. Time concept only exists in this realm. It's all happening at all levels simultaneously. We just can see it a little bit differently, depending on the situation. That's how ancestral trauma works too. Somebody experienced traumatic event, this programs start to spin and start to multiply. And now every generation start to experiencing the same thing. Don't we repeat scenarios of our parents and grandparents in some way? How come in one family every woman gets dumped by a husband while pregnant? Same scenario, may have different names, but same thing. Or how come people get in the same, I don't know, accident and get the same injury at the same age through generations? Or maybe same financial situation. All we have to do is to recognize that. Really open our eyes and see it for what it is without covering with labels. Call it for what it really is. So any trauma, any of those scenarios, informational programs, launched, and it will fly and probably increase with the same event happening in your life. And then it becomes worse and worse and worse till you do something about it. So it needs resolution. And for it, we need to recognize it. And we need radical truth and acceptance for this scenario, this program to come apart. Well, yes, Tazar.
You just reminded me that I broke my arm at the age of 11, and then my daughter broke her leg at the age of 11 as well. And although it's a different part of the body, but I just kind of felt, oh my God, this is very, it's just like a repetition, isn't it? Yeah?
Yeah. We can dig now. You see, okay, here's a pattern, but what happened prior to this? Did you have to move? Maybe child didn't want to move. Did she have to go to new school or something? What happened prior to that? So now you can unpack this program and understand what's happening. Once you do, and name it for what it is, we need radical truth and total acceptance. This happens so her children don't have to break anything. Everything is a program, everything is information. Whole world, and you and me is too. We're made of information, and we launch good programs every day too. Our good traditions or programs, but sometimes it's kind of like a glitch. So the universe doesn't really know good, bad. It's kind of like a virus in our computer and starts spinning and showing up on different levels through different people. Error. This is painful. Reload. Do something about it. Reload. So that's what ancestral trauma is. And of course, can happen in so many different ways. Same illness, same injury, same relationship problems, problems with the law or a whole nation, like wars, those wars are coming cycles too, revolutions, oppressions, and then it passes on. Children that are born now, they don't even know history, but somehow they still experience in the same way, emotionally and mentally. That's why it's so crucial to recognize it and heal it. So again, ancestral trauma can occur on different levels. Personal, within your own present life, or maybe you dragging something through incarnations. That's when past life regression is very helpful. But it can also be on family or lineage level, or maybe if you're a religious person, now as a member of that system, you too will experience the same things. Some religions were oppressed, right? Just within a location, maybe within some country, people are carrying the same karma, right? Or even within a professional egregores, professional system. We even say all artists are starving. They experience the same problems, right? Or all barbers have back problem. And then next layer, it's global. And we can learn about it a lot through mythology and legends and fairy tales. It's still part of all this informational matrix. That's why it's so helpful to study this mythology, even the myths that are presented in astrological systems. We think it's just something, some fairy tales that made up. No, it's like informational coding. All of this myths play out in each of your in your lives in some way, some bits and pieces. And studying it can really help you to understand yourself, what's happening. Felicia, did you want to say something?
Yes, so from what I'm hearing, and this sounds like it makes more sense. I've heard in the past where some families will say that it's generational trauma or things are generational. So actually, it sounds like some of these things are more karmic than generational.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense than the generational thing. I never got the connection with that. But the karmic mirrors or the karmic justice, or however you might want to say it, this makes more sense as far as why certain generations experience the same tragedies or traumas or challenges. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's all I wanted to make sure. That's what you were saying. This makes more sense how it's explained here.